This is Becky Varden with Converge Consulting, and we're going to take a look at the last of the 7 helpful Google Analytics dashboards today from the blog post that Ryan Lindsay posted back in January. This one is called the Top Pages dashboard. This is one that we at Converge Consulting have put together after a decade of working in Google Analytics and working in higher education. These are some of the things that our clients have told us and we have found most helpful to be kind of the quick look at how things are going on your site. So it's a little bit of everything. We find this one being very useful if you're reporting up or down the ladder as well to different folks across the institution that might want to see how things are going on the site. So Top Pages dashboard. If you haven't yet, go ahead and click on the link, download the dashboard and add it to the right view. I've already got it here. As I said, this is sort of a quick glance at what's going on. So the first thing we want to look at is the number of sessions for the time period. One level down, we have our top sections. You can play with this so that it looks right based on how you have things set up with your specific website. At this level, you can see that it's going to show us the path page level 1, all of the different domains that Converge is using. So for us, that's helpful because we use Eventbrite for events. We have a mail server. Inbound is our HubSpot server. So it's nice to be able to see that. You can also go in here and click on the edit and change it to page path level 2, 3, 4, and get different levels down. And when they say page path, they just mean how many folders deep it is into the URL. So in this case, we can see one level deeper. This is our blog. This is no files deeper. This is the conference, et cetera, et cetera. So it's nice to see which sections of your site are really performing well. Let's say there's a specific section of the site that you want to have a little bit deeper dive into. So clicking on this, go in where it says section. And in this case, I'm going to put in that 2016, which is how we categorize our blog posts. So let's take a look and see which blogs are doing the best in 2016. And this is a really easy way to highlight whatever specific section of your site you're interested in. You can even change it as you send out the report to different folks. This next one is going to be countries of where people are coming and visiting your site. Following that, we have it specifically for the United States. We've got it down to region, so that's going to be a state in the United States for us. And then further, one more down, we have the actual metro area broken down. And this is nice. We like to use metro over city because when you have a bunch of suburbs grouped together, it'll lump them all into Chicago or Philadelphia versus trying to give you each different suburb, Aurora, broken out. It's easier to look at the data that way. Back up to the top and to the right, we see our top pages. This is just a list of which pages are getting the most traffic on our website by page views and unique page views. Top landing pages is the very first page that someone enters our site on, a list of which of those are the most popular. Next, we're going to see our visits and, of course, the percent new visits by session of the different channel groupings. So a default channel grouping is just Google's way of putting these big buckets out there and saying, every time somebody comes to our website, how did they get here? And it records information and then places you into one of these buckets types of traffic. So organic search is anybody coming from a search engine that's not from an ad on a search engine. Email is something that you've tagged as email. Hopefully you're doing campaign tracking and email is coming through. Direct means that they just came to your website directly and perhaps typed in your URL or they have you favorited. Referral means they came from another website through a link. Paid search is, of course, advertising that comes through as a CPC, PPC, one of those different labels. If you have Google AdWords, this will automatically be working if you've turned on the communication between the two or if you're doing campaign tracking. Social is a referral from a big old list of social media networks that Google has. And display advertising is when it comes through from a banner ad. There is other, if Google isn't sure what it is or if it's campaign tracked in a certain way that doesn't fit into one of those channel groupings, it'll fall into the other category. We also here have the visits and new visits by source medium. So this is nice because it gives us both the source and the medium underneath that high level bucket. So it's going to say, we know it was organic, but it was also Google. We know it was email, but it's this HubSpot email that you guys have been sending, etc. The different advertising, whether it's from Facebook or Google. It gives you a little bit deeper view into what's working and what's not for your site. And then finally, we have our device categories. Hopefully everybody is pretty aware of the fact that mobile is here to stay, and if you need some ammunition around the traffic of people coming to your site to be mobile friendly, this is a good shot to see that, yeah, you are getting mobile traffic. So that's our top pages dashboard. Thanks a lot.